Hello, world. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be in the world. You're welcome to tonight's webinar. And hosting tonight is Ambassador Nneka from Nigeria. And our presenter, our trainer tonight is Dr. Anthony. Dr. Anthony is an ambassador in GWT. He is a health professional who works in Edo State. Dr. Anthony is the immediate past president of the Association of Resident Doctors, with doctors spread across the 38 government hospitals of Edo State, Nigeria. He's a pastor, husband, and father of 3 lovely kids. He launched his BDM in October 2014. He has personally launched over 35 BDMs and has a fast-growing team of luxury consultants in over 13 countries, and still counting. He won the Diplomat Challenge. He became diplomat within his first 30 days with Global World Trade. He's currently a GWT ambassador and is qualified for the free ambassador cruise from Miami to the Bahamas this April 2016. He was given the prestigious GWT Leadership Award by the CEO, Ramin Mesgalo, in Abuja, November 2015, in recognition of his amazing team building efforts. He is an international speaker and trainer, and he's taking us on the training tonight on handling objections. Help me tonight and welcome Dr. Anthony Osayele. Dr. Anthony, you're welcome to the webinar tonight.
Wow, good evening. Thank you so much, Ambassador Nneka. Such a wonderful introduction and education. Good evening, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are listening. Dr. Anthony here from Nigeria, and I'm super delighted to handle the presentation today. Of course, as I always say, the fact that you're on this call is proof positive that you want to do well in your business and you're interested in getting your effectiveness up. You know, if you have a job to do, you always do better being trained than not being trained. And if something is worth doing at all, then it's worth training for. And that's what this call is all about. Now, GWT objection handling and objection hot seat. We're talking about sometimes you're in the field. In fact, a lot of times you're in the field and you have people who come up with questions. You know, they come up with reasons why they think they can be part of the business. You know, and interestingly, sometimes you may even have some team members who internalize these questions they get out of the field, and then it becomes their own question. It becomes their own objection, you know, and of course stops them in their tracks. And then you, being trained on objection handling, you'll be able to sort out such prospects, and even maybe some else's who probably have some of these questions and they've not had it attended to. So going right into the training, it's very important immediately that you understand that our objections are just unanswered questions. They're just merely unanswered questions. So these are questions in people's minds, and they don't have any answers. They don't know how to, you know, get past those questions, which to them is a mountain, unsurmountable mountain, a reason why they think they're not going to do well, why they think they can't come into the business, why they think they can't do it. All right. So what you need to do is to help them see how they can do it. Help them see that they can do it. Help them see why they can do it by honestly, sincerely giving the answers, you know, and sorting out the questions they have inside, you know, that they've not actually brought up. So you're going to elucidate and help them to get out those questions. Also understand that objections are basically fear-based, usually fear-based or due to lack of knowledge. So the person is doubting himself. The person is doubting himself, having doubts maybe about the industry, maybe about the business, maybe about, you know, his past experiences and all of that. Okay, and it could also be a lot of times due to lack of knowledge. And of course, anyone who is making a decision based on information that is inaccurate, his decision at the end of the day will also be inaccurate. It will not be right. So we need to address this when we're dealing with prospects. Now, you pleasantly, all right, stay persistent to get past the no. To get past the no. All right. I had a success partner in Benin City who actually took me to see this very important TV presenter in Benin, very popular TV station, even on the cable network as well. And we went to the office, we had a presentation, I presented the business, and the man says, I've never done anything like this before, direct sales and all of that. And well, I don't know. This sounds so unique, so different. I don't know whether I can do this, you know. And so this young man who took me there kept going to see this individual, this TV star, and um, took like 3 4 months or thereabout. And then finally, this man tells him, "Look, you've been coming to my office. I give you reasons why I think I can't do it. You just smile. You stayed persistent. You never lost your cool. You just gently just talk. Some nights I even kept you in the reception area. You would wait, and whenever I get to see you, you know, you would smile. There'll be no pressure on you." He said, "Look, I like you. And obviously, you believe so much in this business, and so I'm taking you more seriously. I'm going to launch my VDM." And that's how the man launched his VDM. And just last a few weeks back, we had a branding party for him, packed out place, you know, absolutely awesome stuff. So pleasantly stay persistent to help them get past their no. All right. And then you also do not create unnecessary objections. You need to learn to listen more, and talk less. Listen more. Sometimes you're interacting with somebody, the person is already ready to launch his VDM, and you're not getting it. You're not saying that this guy is ready to launch his VDM, and then immediately you're even giving more reasons to the person by continuing to talk and talk and talk and talk and talk. When the person is saying, I mean, he has been asking you several times, you know, so how do I start? So how do I start? Once you hear that, how do I start? Get in there and do the starting, all right? And then get into the training. That's why we have a training platform. That's why we have the Tuesday Fast Start training. That's why we have the Sunday leadership training like you're on right now. Because all that training can take place. That's why you have the leaders locally with you to assist to to train and help these individuals move forward. So do not yourself create unnecessary objections. And then again, you being on this particular call, something you don't want to do is to create objections in your team. This is not talking about prospects now. Even in your own team, avoid creating objections within your team by acting professional. All right, act so professional, you know, with your team. And then if you have any issues, escalate it up. Don't start talking, you know, about things that you think you don't understand, because most of the time you don't understand. All right. So if you don't understand it and you're trying to have to get more information, take it up. Take it to your ambassador. Take it to the regional ambassador. All right. If you're qualified to be on the CDSC call, take the question to the CDSC call and have it sorted out. All right. And then you get the explanation, and of course you find yourself getting more excited at the end of the day. All right. So avoid, speaking sideways. Take any objection you have up, any question you have up, it will be answered so that you can help your team with the right information. All right, going forward, getting past the no. Understand that 60% of consumers say no 4 times before making a purchase. So somebody tells you no, doesn't make any difference. All right, doesn't make any difference. Doesn't make any difference whatsoever. All right, and then remember, you fail because you give up too soon. Failure is giving up too soon. Never give up. Show gentle persistence. Keep going. Keep pushing out the right information. Remember, consumers want to buy. They just don't want to be sold. You know, there's something about letting the prospect have the impression, and which is the correct impression, have the impression that he made the decision. So a prospect tells you, I would like to launch retailer. Don't say retailer. No. You need to launch diamond. And the guy says, hey, look, I want to launch retailer. Don't say, hey, what you need to do at that time is say, wow, that's a fantastic choice. Let's get you started. Get the person started, and then show the person the launch pad. Show the person our double IA promotion, which is of course coming to an end. All right, right now, if this is happening right now. All right. So you show the person the progression path. The chances are they're going to upgrade. So don't say if it's not a retailer, if it's not a, I'm sorry, if it's not a diamond, then I'm not interested. No, the person is telling you this is what I want to start off with. This is what I just take that, encourage the person, and then take it and then flow, and then you show the person the next step. Okay? So remember, consumers want to buy, they just don't want to be sold. Have you ever gone to a shop? You wanted to buy a particular color of a shirt or something, and while you were there, the shop owner doesn't have that particular color, and he's telling you, "Hey, look, buy this other one. This one is very nice. It look good on you." And of course, the event you are going for, they told you that the shirt you needed to wear is black, and this guy doesn't have the shirt, and he's telling you, "No, buy this blue. This is going to suit you." You remember how annoyed you felt? It was an annoying thing for you, especially if they got you to come into the shop. You were passing by. They're going to come into the shop that I have it, and then discover they don't even have it. All right, so it was annoying for you. So the same way, you don't want to do that. Okay, consumers want to buy; they don't just want to be sold. Okay. Now remember the 3 Ds in objection handling: determination, dialogue, and delivery. You've got to remember that. So important. Determination, dialogue, and of course, your delivery. Okay, you've got to show that determination, gentle persistence. You've got to recognize that it's a dialogue, it's not a monologue. It's not you just talking to the person, it's you listening. Listen to the person, interact with the person. All right, and your delivery, you've got to show confidence, you've got to show a good mastery, okay, of the facts, okay, all right, and then of course 3 E's in objection handling: energy, enthusiasm, excitement. It flows out, the confidence, okay, the energy, the enthusiasm, the excitement. All right, if this is as good as you say it is, then I've got to see some excitement on you when you're talking about it. I've got to see the enthusiasm on you. I've got to see the energy. All right, so if it's this good, if it's changing your life, if it's impacting you, then there's got to be some excitement. That's the proof that it's actually doing what you're saying. I'm always excited about GWT, always excited. All right. And then there's always something to look forward to. All right. So why wouldn't I display energy? Why wouldn't I be enthusiastic? And why would I be excited? Always excited. Of course, you hear us talking about E&E. All right. Excited and exhausted. Okay. Now, of course, talking about determination, your mindset, all right, your belief system is very important. Remember, what's going to frame you up to be one that displays determination, all right, you got to have the mindset, the tripod. Remember the 3 aspects of that triangle: the industry, the company, and yourself. And I dare say the most important of these 3 is yourself. Is yourself. Your belief, your personal confidence. You've gotten beyond the issue of any form of doubt. You are, if you have doubts in you and you're talking about this business to anybody, they sense it. If you have fear in you, they sense it. And so you got to study your business, understand your business, and then make sure that tripod is right there. You have belief in the industry, you have belief in the company, and then belief in yourself, that you know that you can do it. The industry is constant, company is constant, amazing, the best of the best competition plans, best products, all of that. But you are the final deciding factor. Of course, the 3 F's: feel, felt, found. A lot of times you come across people who tell you their woeful experiences, maybe with network marketing, their woeful experiences in business and so on. I always use this. From the very first time I was on the training, I heard Renee Leo train us about feel, felt, found. I think that was a boot camp, the boot camp we have once in a month from Toronto, Canada. We hooked up and he trained about this: feel, felt, found. Okay, always so powerful. Somebody's telling you, "Hey, look, I've experienced some form of direct sales before. It wasn't so good. I lost money, and this and that, and that, and that, and that, and so on." All right. So what do you do? Feel, felt, found. Feel, felt, found. So I know how you feel. I know how you feel. I felt that way too. And then go ahead and talk about an experience. Maybe you had direct sales experience before that wasn't so lovely, or the business you did, or an event, okay, that took place that was disappointing and you didn't really like it and stuff like that. Okay, so I felt that way exactly. All right, but I found something so different. And this rings so true for me. I had experiences with direct sales before, and I know how difficult they made their comp plan, structure their comp plan. All right, and then several ways to prevent you as one of their distributors from making money. Many ways to prevent you from making the money maximally. But GWT just opened the highway. In fact, I couldn't believe it when I was told that volumes don't get flushed in GWT, and I was told that the IA program. I heard about the IA program. I couldn't believe it. I said it's not possible. No company would do that. No company would do that. All right, so it's absolutely amazing. GWT is something that you should, boldly, tell every person I found something that is different. It's the answer to the errors in the industry, dialysis industry. Okay, so feel, felt, found. I know how you feel. I felt that way, so that makes a connection between you and that individual, and then I found something that will work both for you and is working for me. Okay, so we're going to the common objections right now, and at this point, I'm gonna ask Ambassador Nneka. We're gonna just role play. Ambassador Nneka, just go ahead and call out the questions like as though you were the prospect, and then I'll go on
Okay.
answer those questions. So are we ready?
Okay. You are ready. Good.
All right.
I don't have time. I don't
Wow.
have time.
So the prospect tells me I don't have time. All right. So what did you just say to that prospect? I recently started this new business. Come out to take a look and give me your opinion. All right. Immediately you are taking the pressure off this prospect. You're just telling him, give me your opinion. I started something. I just want you to come and take a look at it for me. All right. And spending time to make yourself richer, is it better than spending time to make someone else rich? All right. And then remember, the promise of GWT, the promise of dialysis industry is this: time freedom. Time freedom. The residual power of the business. And eventually, you can actually have that time. Now, the prospect says I don't have time. That is the reason why he needs to do this business. Because if he does this business long enough, residual income kicks in powerfully, and then that time that he says he doesn't have, he's now going to have it. So you paint this picture in front of them, and then you give stories of people who are so busy, who are doing the business, and then are on their way to firing their boss. All right, absolutely powerful. You can also ask the prospect, how much time do you think you need to spend on building the business? And then person can tell you the amount of time. Sometimes they have, some sort of unrealistic amount of time they thought they would spend. No, I need to spend like 5 hours a day or 10 hours a day and stuff like that. Then you can redirect that individual about what we're doing of forensic, the amount of time you need to do your smile and dial and set up. All right. And what you need to put in a week if you're going to hit a particular goal for yourself. So depending on how motivated they are, where they want to go, then you know how to guide them. How much time do you watch TV? Okay, so you can actually cut some time from that. And then you say, I have never met a rich person who was just bored. Never. All right? He was just bored. In other words, he wasn't busy. He had nothing he was doing. Okay? I always tell people, this business is for busy people. That's what I always tell them. It's for busy people. So again, use the stories of many people who are so busy and yet they're doing this. Use the stories. All right? Use the story. Remember Regional Ambassador Mayowa, Olumayowa Adeka, working so hard and then with very, very amazing time constraints. She do what she's doing. Remember Regional Ambassador Joy, Segale, all right, with all that pressure on her. So many stories that you can refer to, both in Nigeria and of course outside the country. People who are running this particular stuff and doing so well with it. Okay, so basically that should sort that out. So Ambassador Nneka,
is this a pyramid?
Wow,
Hello,
I always love it.
Tony.
Yeah, I got you. I always love it when I get this question in the field. I'm sure you get this sometimes as well, Ambassador Nneka.
That's right, I do.
Fantastic. I always love it when I get this. And then I just always put this confused look on my face and I look at it and I'm like, what's that? Okay? I said, what do you mean? All right? And I said, I don't even know what you're talking about. Pyramid scheme or scam? I don't even know what you're talking about. And then I tell them, Global World Trade is Canada's largest fashion designer house. And we are the world's fastest growing luxury designer company in the world. The world's largest. We are a designer fashion company. We are not a network marketing company. We're a designer fashion company. And then I begin to talk to them about our exposure. All right. You can show them the Mac Pack. All right. 1 and 2. Show them the American Business Journal. All right, we have our credibility pack. All right, that actually has a lot of these endorsements. Okay, and how we're carried by different media. All right, show them the business for home. All right, we're giving the company with the best products in direct sales. Okay, and then you're talking about Kaina Jeweler magazine. You're talking about the American Business Journal. Our CEO was showed up on the front page of that particular edition, the previous edition, where we had a large spread right in there with Warren Buffett on the front cover. Okay, we've been carried basically 3 times at the list in Kenya Jeweler magazine. That's the magazine that x-rays jewelry all over the world. Okay, Kenya Business Journal and Networking Times and so on. All right, so use those tools and let them see that you're talking about something that is all over the place. Okay, if it is whatever the person was trying to say, there's no way the American Business Journal want to carry it. There's no way you want to find and see it, on all these magazines. And then again, remember, just recently we were invited to the Commonwealth Africa Summit 2016. All right, a national ambassador, Abdul Razak, was invited there. And I remember very vividly when they called him up, they said, hey, look, we want to do a background check on you and on global world trade. Can we go ahead? And he said, of course, go ahead. And they did. Okay, do you think that they will invite GWT with our national ambassador Abdul Razak to come over and talk to people about dealing with poverty and dealing with financing in third world countries and of course all over the world at this time, with former President Obasanjo also delivering his lecture during that event, Donald Duke, and so on. So many professors of economics and so on all over the world were at that event. So you're talking about the credibility, okay? So just go ahead and hit it home so hard. I mean, don't ever accept that kind of toga, pyramid scheme or scam. What? I don't even know what that is all about.
I don't know how to sell. I'm not in the selling business.
Oh, amazing. So you don't know how to sell and you're not in the selling business. All right. So you just tell the person you don't need to be in sales. You just need to share the product and business with people. You don't have to be a salesperson. You don't have to be in sales, actually. And then you simply ask the person, have you ever made use of a tailor to do some clothing for you? Of course, of course. And then you simply ask the person, all right, now, did anybody ever ask you about where you made those clothes? Say, yes, of course. Okay. Now, did they ever go, some of them, did they ever go back to that tailor to make a particular piece for them? They say, oh, yes, some did. All right, so the question is, did your tailor give you a commission? Or your seamstress? Did your seamstress give you a commission on every person that came? And they'll look at you, no. Have you ever had a meal in a nice restaurant? Yes, I have. All right. And did you ever refer somebody to that restaurant to get the meal as well when they said they were hungry? Oh, yes, I've done that. Now, when you went there the next time, did the owner of the restaurant say to you, hey, look, this is a check for 20% of what we sold to the people you sent to us? And the person looking at you. And then you say, hey, look, you've been doing this all your life. You've been sharing, where you bought what you're wearing, where you bought the food you eat, and stuff like that. You've been doing this all your life, and you've not been getting paid. GWT is just offering you an opportunity for you to get paid doing what you have been doing all your life. All right? So it's not about salesmanship. It's about just sharing. Remember, you wear, you share, and you earn. That's how it is. This is I don't know how to sell. I'm not in the selling business. We're not in the selling business either. I'm not in the selling business either. All right. So I wear, I share, and I earn. Okay? And that's the same thing that will happen for you. Okay. Next one. Okay, Ambassador, are you there?
Ambassador, I don't know enough people.
Wow, you don't know enough people, yeah?
Yes, I don't know enough people.
All right. So what you just simply tell to this individual is, hey, look, do you know 2 people? Just 2 people who want to change their lives, who don't like their job, who don't like what they're doing, who want to be able to spend more time with their family, who want to be able to give their family better things in life. Do you know 2 people who would like to have this upgrade? Of course, everybody will know two people like that who don't like their job, who want to get better, who want to have time freedom, who want to be financially free. Just two people. Do you know two people? You say yes. That's all you need. Share this business opportunity with these two persons. And then something I always add to this is, do you have a mobile phone? Says yes. All right. So can you just turn into the contacts in your mobile phone? Like, how many contacts do you think you have in your mobile phone? Usually, average, a lot of people will tell me, wow, I have like 500, 400, some 1,000, 2,000 people in their phone contacts. That's a lot of people right in there. And what we do in GWT, there's a lot of training available that will show you how to turn this, your social network that you have, into economic benefit. All right. So a lot of training, a lot of support to help you know what to do. See, to turn all these contacts you have, all right, to help them change their lives, and of course also have your life changed as well. So again, remember, people, what we are doing here is helping these people get beyond their objection, helping them see that what they thought about some of these objections, are not actually true. So when you help them this way, oh, that's true, I didn't think about that. How many people do you know on social media? Lots of people. How many friends do you have on social media? Lots of friends. Okay, so you can talk, and we'll show you how to do and what to do, what you need to do to get these people to do the business with you. Okay, absolutely fantastic. All right, so next one.
I don't think this business is for me. I don't think this business is for me.
So how do you know? What makes you think so? Why do you think so? All right, ask the person. Why do you think so? How do you know? You've not even listened to the presentation. Okay, what part of the business don't you like? What part of it don't you like? So what are you doing? You are paying off the layers. Let the person say, I don't like this particular part. 99.9% of the time, in my experience, and I've spoken to hundreds of people, and it should be thousands now of people. All right, both in seminars and one-on-one, lots of people. 99.9%. Anytime I get this, I don't think this business is for me. All right, and what part of this business don't you like? 99%. When I ask that question, you know what? They give me an answer, and it's very clear that they did not understand a particular aspect of the presentation, or they got a wrong information previously. Okay? And so once we address that question for them, you've dealt with it. And now they can see themselves doing the business. So you can tell them, this is a business, a small investment, but a potentially great return. Little investment, but you can get great return with the business. And then remember, like I said, peel off the layers. Let the person, answer. So what part of this business don't you like? Let the person tell you, this particular part. I think it's all about this. I think it's all about that. Then you can now redress the person's mind and give the right information that will help that individual, to make up his or her mind and take advantage of the opportunity to change their own life. All right. Next objection.
I don't know if this business will work. I don't know if this business will work.
Wow. There's only one way to find out. That's what you say. There's only one way to find out, and we have training to ensure your success. So I don't know if the business will work. Definitely, you will never know unless you give it wholehearted attempt, wholehearted try. All right? There's no way you are going to know until you start. So I don't know if it's going to work, and then of course you let the person know that we have loads of training available. Refer the person to the back office training that the person is going to have immediately. Refer the person to your support and pledge your support to that individual. I always say this, and again, I want to say this very, very seriously. I mean, if you get somebody to start out in this business by showing them the opportunity, you have a responsibility to show them what they need to do, to train them, to connect them with the My 5 and help them to kick off right away. You have that responsibility. And so pledge that to them and show them you may be in business for yourself, but you are not in business, all alone. You're not alone. You're not alone. You have a lot of support available. Talk to them about the webinar, the Tuesday Fast Start webinar. Talk to them about the Sunday. leadership training. Okay, so you have training to ensure their success, and talking about all the community trainings that are available and local events as well. All right, now the worst case scenario, you can tell them you still save on the taxes. This is so huge. All right, and then you ask them, do you know all that who could save on taxes? All right, it's absolutely fantastic that a lot of stuff, in the business tax deductible. Just a few days ago, I saw on Facebook that handbags are being looked at as items, that ladies can actually purchase, and they could be tax deductible for them as well. So that's an awesome part. And of course, we have the best of the best handbags in the industry. So absolutely fantastic. Going forward with this. All right. I like this one.
I have no money.
That's why you need to do this business.
I have no money.
That's the reason why you need to do this business. All right. And the fact that you are saying you have no money is the reason why you need this business, so that you can always have money to do the things you want to do. All right. So you say to them, now you probably spent $560 Canadian dollars or $3,500 on things that never paid you back. All right. It's not how you start, but how you finish. All right. You can ask the person, did the designer products you bought ever pay you back? You are wearing those shoes. Did you ever get paid back on the shoes? You're wearing those sun shields or those sunglasses. Did they ever pay you back on that? All right. And you tell the individual, if you don't have money, then what you have been doing for the past 5, 10, 15, 50 years isn't working. Because if it's working, you would have the money to launch this business and every other opportunity you wanted to launch in your life. All right. And then you tell the person, you need this business. And of course, for our North American folks and countries, that have this tax savings, okay, tell them again the benefits of the tax savings. All right. Now, look at, for my own self, I always think like this. I don't even remember, the amount I spent starting this business. I know how much I spent, but what I mean is the thought about spending that kind of money to launch my Diamond Mall. I started off as a silver and upgraded to Diamond within a few days. All right. I don't even remember, all those houses to do that at that time. All right. Because, you get to make multiples of that. You get to multiply all of that going forward. All right. And then, of course, so important to know that you gave it a huge try. You went all out and you did your best. You wanted to change the life of your children, your future. You wanted to hit your why, all right, and go out there to help others, okay? And so what's going to be important is the legacy that you left behind. And it's important to know when you are done with all of this that you tried and you gave it your very best, all right? So absolutely powerful way to handle this.
Okay.
Next one.
I need time to think about it.
Yes.
I need time.
Okay.
All right. So he says, I need time to think about it. All right. So just ask. So just to get a clear picture, what specifically is holding you back? Again, you want to peel off the layers. You want to get to the bottom of it. Don't just accept general statements or generalized statements. Get to the root of it. If you get to the root of it, it's a question that is down there. And then you can help the person. Sometimes somebody is thinking, hey, look, there's this area of the business he wants to go and resolve on his own. The fact of the matter is he can't resolve it on his own. He needs your assistance because you know about the business. He or she doesn't. So you need to, gently, nicely, kindly peel off the layers. All right? Okay? And then answer the particular question that props up when he does that. So, and then again, you can also ask, what do you have to lose? What do you have to lose? It's a win-win on every side. This is the first and only business I know where you launch a virtual designer mall and instantly you already have some return on investment. You've got product value more than whatever you invested in the business. All right? And then again, tell them, you're talking about time, the business is constantly going forward. Let them know the importance of urgency, the importance of positioning. All right? Number one, you can leverage the tax benefits of joining now. If you wait 1 month, you lose 1 month in tax benefit. That's one. And then also let them know what they've lost already by not having a business. All right? And explain what they will lose when you're talking about the tax benefits. And then again, explain to them the leverage, the stacking effect of people above you, putting people below you. All right? And give stories of people who missed out. I remember when we launched my sponsor, Original Ambassador Joy, my sponsor in the business, launched her virtual designer mall. And I said, hey, look, I'm going to launch my mall. And I wanted to start off with Diamond. I want to start out with diamond right away because she launched the diamond more, and I was like, hey, look, diamond is the way to go because the benefits are amazing at diamond. And I waited for a few days. She launched her more on the 24th. I waited for a few days. I think it was on the 27th or 28th when she opened her back office, and I was looking at the back office. I was shocked. We saw that two persons were already under, one of her teams, under one of her, I think it was left or right team. We saw that right in the back office. I was like, what? I thought I was going to be the first person right there. Hey, I'm losing time. Immediately, I quickly just checked and I said, okay, I have some money here. I've had it here, but I wanted to just get it complete for diamond. And I immediately launched a silver mall to take my position. All right? And then I upgraded within a few days to diamond. So these are stories that you can use. Of course, we have the story, Sherry Zhao. Her story is so inspiring. Maybe towards the end of the training, she will share that story herself as well. How, she took some time before she eventually launched her VDM. And then because of that, she missed out on a particular individual who came into the business and has launched thousands of people. All right, has grown a team of thousands who would have been under Regional Ambassador Sherry Zhao. And that's a constant loss of some thousands of dollars, of income monthly just because of that. Okay, so you give stories of people who missed out. And of course, you can also give stories of people who are also enjoying taking position at the right time. This cannot be overemphasized, okay? No matter what it is, you want to do the business, there's nothing to think about. You just got to launch right away. Take position and take advantage of the leverage of stacking, all right?
I don't like or wear jewelry. It's a business for females.
All right. Amazing indeed. All right. Now, what you want to do is this. Ask and explain. Ask the individual, right? Tell them that in business, it's not even what you like that matters. It's what the masses want. I like how one amazing multi-millionaire, said about this. Make what you like your hobby, and then make what people like your business. Make what you like your hobby. Make what people like your business. All right? Now, we're in Nigeria, and we know the power of petrochemical industry in this country. Okay? Now, a lot of people are into petroleum, a lot of people are into marketing, and all sorts of stuff concerning oil. Okay? Now, the question is this. Do they love oil itself? Oh, I love oil. I just can't do without oil. Do they love oil? Do they love petroleum? The fact of the matter is it's going to make some money. Then eat for the money. It's not because they love it. So you don't need to love jewelry to do business in jewelry. All right? And again, remember, GWT is not even a jewelry company. So don't ever posture or position Global World Trade as a jewelry company. We have, yes, best of the best jewelry pieces in the world. We have bragging rights. It's part of our collection. It's part of our collection. We have several other products, several other items that we have, and constantly expanding, people. All right? So, of course, you can't say it's a business of females. Looking good is not a female thing. It's not a female thing whatsoever. All right? Guys want to look good. You have men who are creators of fashion brands. So it's not a female thing whatsoever. It's about getting ahead in life. It's about changing the life of your family. It's about financial freedom. It's about time freedom. All right? There are people who are selling underwear. Doesn't mean they love underwear. Okay? So, of course, remember, dream job versus your dream. Which pays you more at the end? Freedom on one side, slavery on the other side, that at the end of the day, when your productive years are over, you're dumped. They give you one pension, whatever, give you a big timepiece and give you a big plaque to put on your office wall. Meritorious service for 35 years and a big plaque, and they celebrate you and do some little dinner, and that's the end of it. They push you aside and bring one other young man to come and take your place in that prison. All right, so basically what we're saying here is this. This is the opportunity of a lifetime, and no objection is going to stop you out there in the field. All right? Going forward.
I need to discuss with my partner or spouse.
Yeah.
Hello, Ambassador Tony. I need to discuss with partner / spouse.
Okay. I like this one too. And I always use this. I always say this when I get this. You are the worst person to explain the business to your spouse or partner. You know why? You don't even know much about the business to do a proper presentation. And I always offer, all right, to meet with the spouse. I could actually come talk to your husband with you, or your wife with you, or your partner with you, all right. And I've had this several times, having both of them eventually come over, or we made an appointment, and then when I'm done doing the presentation, guess what? The first person I spoke with, who went to bring the spouse will now be saying, "Hey, I want to get into the business first, and you are going to come right under me," and we all start laughing. All right. So important. Say, look, let's schedule a meeting with your spouse, and I'll do the presentation. Okay, so that you get it right the first time. Okay, and then you also want to ask, would you do the business even if your spouse said no? In other words, would you like to get ahead? Would you like to make something good? Go after your dreams even if your spouse said no. All right. So it's something that you can do that at the end of the day, your spouse will give you a pat on the back and say, "Hey, well done, thank you for expanding the scope of our family at the end of the day and increasing our financial power." All right. So that's basically how you handle that. Now, before we go into this, there's one other objection I just want to take, and it's something I come across in the field so much, a lot, and dealing with it the way I do, and some other leaders do the same thing, it's really helped a lot. Sometimes you hear people tell you, "I've looked at the site and I think the products are pricey. I think the products are expensive." I'm sure a lot of you have come across people saying things like this. And whenever I get that, I am so excited to answer that objection because it just makes sense. It's just so easy. Now, for us in Nigeria and some parts of Africa, we do have a lot of products that come in that are imitation products of other designer brands. And so you find these products in the market, they are way cheaper. They are, of course, imitation products. They're not original products. All right. And then, of course, in people's minds, they are comparing our amazing original products from GWT with these imitation fake products in the market. All right. And so when they do that comparison, it is not a fair comparison at all. GWT, every item, I love it, shipped right out of Canada, original, all right, brand new, perfect, gone through quality control, all right. So, it's exclusive and it's awesome, all right. And I tell them, I say, look, if you make that kind of comparison, you're making a big mistake because those items are not the original products. And then I tell them, if you take that particular designer that have a fake product and go to the designer, the original designer company or their shop and get the price of that bag, actually, you will find that is multiples of the cost you paid in the market for that fake one. And they say, "Oh, okay, that's true. And then I tell them, if you take any of our GWT products, because I've done some of this stuff on my own self, take our GWT products, compare it with other designer brands, all right, same quality, same craftsmanship, same attention to detail. If you compare, our products are always cheaper. And yet, you get paid wearing them." Are you getting this? So you put that out there. And then some of them are saying, "Hey, look, those are expensive. How do I?" And I tell them, some of these other designer brands whose products are really so expensive, LV and so on, who do they sell to? Who do they sell to? Where's their market? You are thinking the products are expensive, but those shops are still out there and they're making their sales and they're making their monies and their companies are still expanding. So who are they selling to? So like we say in GWT, just find the right people. Okay? So find the right people. We got amazing products. Our pricing is absolutely the best. Our products are exclusive. Our products are collector's items and yet so powerfully priced. Just have the right understanding and you'll be able to actually deal with this particular objection whenever you face it in the field. And I'm sure there are many other ways, this can also be approached. Okay? Now, so 2 keywords: confidence, enthusiasm. When we're talking about delivery, your confidence and enthusiasm is so important. Of course, confidence will come from you studying the materials, understanding the business, or whatever you are saying is like second nature to you. It's coming out right out of you, and then you've got to show enthusiasm when you're interacting with them. Gently and nicely. You want to help them. Let that come out of you. I'm trying to help. I want to show you how to go forward in this particular business. So with that, we've come to the end of this segment of this training tonight. And thank you so very much, Ambassador Nneka, for hosting me on the call, and all our amazing leaders who have been on the call, and everyone hearing and who came on board for this training. Thank you very much. I'm absolutely delighted to have been privileged to handle this training tonight. Dr. Anthony Osegale signing off. Ambassador Nneka, back to you.
Thank you very much, Ambassador Tony. It's been great listening to such wonderful training tonight. And in making your presentation tonight, you have told us that no does not mean the end of discussion. It means next opportunity. It means moving on to the next opportunity. You've also mentioned a lot of things that we encounter as we go about our daily business. And knowing that we encounter these objections, we need to understand our business very well. If we know our business, give solutions to some of the objections that people have. I will say it on these trainings this month of March that it's important to build pipes, not to push buckets. And GWT is a business that helps you to build pipes, never pushing buckets. GWT is a business that helps you to leverage on the friends, families, and even those that you do not know on all their efforts in order to be able to have a residual income. And getting past the no is important in this business. Thank you very much for this wonderful training tonight. It's been a pleasure hosting you, Ambassador Tony. You've done a wonderful, wonderful work. I believe that you have answered most of the questions that we encounter in the course of our business, our daily business operations. And we know that GWT is an ongoing business, a business that is evolving every day because of the happenings in the company and the kind of big fishes we attract in this season. It shows that we are the best business to be involved in, to be a partner in, and that is the business of the next century. Thank you very much, Ambassador Tony. It's been nice having you on the slides. We have on the training tonight. We have people from all over the world. We have people from Europe. We have Canada. We have Italy on this call tonight. We have Germany. We have USA on this call tonight, and several other countries that are on this webinar tonight. And we know that we have 4 days to the end of the IA promotion. 4 days to the end of the IA promotion. And we've been promoting this IA promotion since January because our company is celebrating 10 years anniversary of being a fashion luxury designing company that empowers destiny to have financial freedom, to be able to do what you want to do and do it when you want to do it, decide how you want to do it. And we are also been having a lot of incentives as far as these 10th anniversary celebrations is concerned. We have the IA promotion where if you are a silver, if you're a retailer, if you're a gold, you upgrade, and you upgrade to the next category, you get double whatever your inventory account points is supposed to give you. And best of all is when you upgrade to diamond. When you upgrade to diamond, you're getting $9,500, way above the $3,500 that you used to sign up. And it is the place to be. It is the place to be. There are several other incentives. You know that if you sign up as a luxury consultant, you sign up an LC that is a diamond, you immediately get the ticket your convention ticket fee back, 139 Canadian dollars. If you sign up to 3 diamonds, you get your hotel accommodation back. And if you sign up to 5 diamonds, you get your airfare, your travel ticket. You get the money back. This company has a lot of incentives, and we have an amazing CEO in the person of Ramin Mezgalo, who has a gold heart and is always reading out things that will make this business the best business you can ever consider in the whole wide world. And Ambassador Tony, in his presentation, told us that we are not a multi-level marketing company. We are a luxury fashion designing company that uses the direct sales and MLM method to push our products. We do not sell. We share the opportunities of financial freedom, of time freedom also, of being able to enjoy life to the fullest with as many people as we have the opportunity to come across. And this has really paid off. We have the best compensation plan, the free flow binary compensation plan, where you are paid to infinity, both from uplines and downlines, wherever you may be situated in the business. It's been nice having this training tonight. There's a question that came in tonight. One of the LCs sent in a question, and the LC said, I sent out mails to people on the social media offering the opportunity to make extra income doing something that would not disrupt their main occupation. And the reply he said he gets is, thanks, I'm not interested. The question he's asking is, what next do I do? I would want any of the leaders on the call tonight to give solution to this question, please. Sherry, are you on the call tonight? Hello, Ambassador Sherry. Any other leader that is on this call tonight, please, would like you to give a quick answer to this question. The question, once again, is that I've sent out mails to people on the social media offering the opportunity to make extra income doing something that would not disrupt their main occupation. And I've gotten a response that, thanks, I'm not interested. What next do I do?
Hello, Ambassador Nneka.
I'm unmuting you. Yes, please.
Okay, Dr. Anthony here. Remember.
Yes, please. You can give.
Okay, thank you so very much for that question. Remember that in this business, in this company, our job is to find the individuals who are ready to go with the business. They can run with the business, and they've seen your presentation, and they're able to make informed decision. Again, it's a great blessing if somebody tells you no. It means you're not going to waste more time. You're going to go on to the next to do what you need to do. All right. So no is a blessing. No is lovely. No is nice, and you're not going to waste more time. All you now need to do is to from time to time, you can just pass information that is happening, in the company, progress, advancement, maybe once in a week or so on, to that individual. It may take some time, but the person might turn around later on. I've experienced that people that said no at first, but change their mind later. For some of them, it could be that they've never had a chance to have a proper presentation. Say, okay, just humor me. Let's just have a meet where I can just take you through a proper presentation, and then let's see, whatever you make up your mind at the end of that, we'll respect that, and that'll be cool. All right. So some of them will say, okay, let me just go through that. Or others say, hey, I said no, I don't want to be part of this, maybe now, maybe not later, maybe later, or maybe I don't want to be a part of it anymore at all, So it doesn't matter. That is not bad. Everybody is not going to be a part of the opportunity. Okay. It's good for everybody, but everybody will not be a part of the opportunity. So you've got to accept that and understand that. Okay. So no is good. Again, no is good. Move on to the next individual while you keep those persons in the loop.
Thank you, Ambassador Tony. Is good to know that it's not everybody that will buy into the business, but there are several other people, if well informed, that will buy into GWT. So the no is good. Yes, I agree with you. And the next thing to do is to move on to the next person or next people. And yes, I've had the experiences of people saying no initially, but turning around to say, oh, you told me something about this business. I've had somebody else talk about it. Can you please explain it further? And it has always paid off. So no is never an end to the transaction. Thank you once again, Ambassador Anthony. And we have this special webinar that is coming up later this morning in African time, 3:15. We have the Sunday webinar that is coming up at 3:15 a.m. Monday morning, and it's the convention preparation seminar. And we are having our CEO, Ramin Mesgalo, and our Senior Vice President, Product Design, Sanaz Suman. They are coming on the webinar to tell us all that we are looking forward to experiencing, even as we go to our annual convention that starts on the 7th of April, ends on the 9th of April before we embark on the cruise, the Ambassador's Cruise. This business is getting better and better and more interesting every day. So leaders, even LCs on this call tonight, please get your team members together. Be at that webinar later, early in the morning on Monday, and wherever your time zone, just check out the Sunday webinar with Ramin Mesgalo and Sanaz Suman. They are going to announce certain things, preparations that has been put in place for the convention that is coming up in April. Maybe some of the leaders in this call tonight will be able to share their experiences before we round off this training. So once again, because of missing opportunities when we're supposed to take position, and I always say that position and timing is very important in this business. And there is a book I read which says that if somebody offers you an opportunity, a financial or business opportunity that you don't know, the best thing to do is to accept it and go back and learn about it. So tonight, any of the leaders that is on call tonight, especially Ambassador Sherry Zhao, could you please give us 2 minutes of your experiences? Yes, I can hear you very well.
Oh, excellent, excellent. Thank you for the wonderful training with Dr. Anthony tonight. I mean, it's such an important training that very important to have it done. So I appreciate that. And tonight, well, I know it's going to be 2:15 a.m. in Nigeria, but I think it's going to be at 3:15 a.m. for those of you who are in Europe. But it's going to be a huge announcement, and you do not want to miss. One thing that you can do is listen to the recording. However, I would highly suggest you, if you want first-hand information and also able to ask questions from to our CEO himself. And tonight is the night, and there are something very important that he's gonna share, and it's going to be very big announcement. So that's Sunday night webinar that we're going to have tonight. It's going to be worldwide, and if you haven't registered yet, please do register. We have, I believe the email has been sending out to everybody, and I know the time that on original flyer that sent out was that there are some incorrect information, so just ignore that. It's going to be the March 27th on at 9:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that's a Toronto time. So wherever you are, please make sure that you check your time zone. It's going to be about right now as 4 o'clock. So it's like 5 hours from now. 5 hours from now. So calculate your time and set up your alarm and make sure that you attend this very important webinar. Ambassador Nneka and Ambassador Dr. Anthony, do you have anything else to share tonight?
I would also suggest, I would want Abdrazak to share his experience, especially the Commonwealth Summit 2016 summit that he was called to attend, so that business partners on this call tonight, we know that these are business GWT. There is no stopping GWT, and the world is a stage that each and every one of us has the opportunity to be a player in. Ambassador Abdrazak, we'll unmute you from this. Okay. Good evening, Ambassador Abdrazak. Yes, I can hear you.
Wow. Thank you so much, Ambassador Nneka, and of course our, Ambassador of the Month. You're doing such an incredible job. I don't believe that, it's like this is just nature for you. Well done. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah. Ambassador Anthony, wow. Thank you so much for that amazing training. And like always good to learn from you, sir. And definitely, look forward to hearing more in the future. Regional Ambassador Sherry, thank you so much for always being on the call. I'd like to say hello to everybody, wherever you are in the world. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon. It's such, an amazing time, to speak with you today. This time, last week, I was freezing in London, and here I am, sweating now in Abuja, and it was just a very, very, eye-opener to the possibility of what our industry has to offer, and especially what global wealth trade has to offer to the world. So it's no gainsaying. We're in the greatest profession in the whole world. There's just the profession that gives an opportunity to just about every type of people to start, at the same level, and then just with your effort, your tenacity, you'll be able, to rise and soar to, the top of, your game, top of the company. So that was the opportunity that we had. That was the opportunity I had to, talk about this with world leaders, government leaders, opinion makers. It's still, almost as if it's a dream, because I'd never dreamed about it, that I'll have that type of opportunity. It was just amazing. It was just amazing. I mean, these are, we talked about different business models, and of course, I shared the direct sales business model, and all of them were intrigued. They were just, sitting practically on the edge of their seats, just listening to this amazing concept, whereby you come in, especially right now that is very difficult, all over the world. Economies are suffering. I just heard about Puerto Rico yesterday, over what, $70 billion in debt. How do you move ahead? So countries everywhere are looking for solutions. And when, somebody on the panel, so we had panel sessions, and somebody said, yeah, direct sales, network marketing, I've heard about, Forever Living Products, I've heard about other companies, they come to Africa, they take all the money away. And I said, hang on. That is not, what it's supposed to be, and it all, depends on the model. So every company has their different, compensation plan models. And of course, depending on the type of the products that they deal with, it could be, it could be restricted. For instance, if you go into health and wellness, it's difficult because, the products have, very small profit margins, and there's a proliferation of different similar products in the market. So it's very difficult for you to actually expand. But, when you think about, our own products, and I give them, the type of products that we do, and I shared with them, the e-commerce, that allows us to expand, which creates redistribution of income, not just within a country, but the whole world. And I told them that we're, in 150 countries right now. Just imagine. I give them an example of myself. My business started, in a small district called Karu in Abuja about 26 months ago. And right now, my business is in over 20 countries worldwide. And they all open their eyes and like, wow, how did that happen? And I said, e-commerce. And because we have, amazing products, we have the best products in all of direct sales. And, it was such an eye-opener. A lot of people, a lot of leaders in there, are beginning to see, direct sales as a way to empower a lot of people in their countries. And, which, direct sales is the way forward anyway, is a business of the 21st century. And we are so privileged, so blessed that we found the right vehicle, because there's so many vehicles out there, yes, but you need to find the right one, that will take you very, very fast to your destination. And Global World Trade is that company. So it was awesome. It was just amazing. And I want to thank once again, Global Wealth Trade, for especially Mr. Ramin Misgal for creating such a phenomenon. I want to thank the Senior Vice President, Sanas Woman, for her creativity in, creating all these amazing products, and definitely the entire Global Wealth Trade family, because without Global Wealth Trade, without, everybody who is an LC already, I won't have the opportunity to go and represent us at such, an international, level. So thank you so much, everybody listening. And you know what? Let's go out there and let's go do it. Back to you, Ambassador Nneka.
Ambassador Abdulrazak, I would want you to talk about the latest entrance to GWT, the billionaire LC. Just joined us. Just a few minutes. Because I'm sure many LCs are being called tonight.
That's another story. I mean, Mr. Ed Mercer, the MLM legend, a billionaire and a millionaire maker, he's been involved, got involved in direct sales when he was 20 years old. Over 50 years, about 50 years of involvement in direct sales, active, 35 years. He is, I was thinking that the company was going to make this announcement at the international convention. That was my thought. And when about 72 hours ago, we saw the news broke out all over the internet. As I speak with you, I'm even prospecting, with this vital information. This is a game changer, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, this is somebody, you should go and read that article. It's on businessforhome.org. I've read that article over, I think I must have read it like 20 times already. I can't get enough of it. That alone is a game changer when it comes to, prospecting. A lady just called me before I came on right now, and I said, listen, I'm going to send you a link. This was somebody I don't know, I can't even remember. She said she knows me from somewhere. I said, and she was asking me about a health and wellness company, if I'm involved. I said, no, I'm not. And she said, what's the latest in the round? I said, I don't know. I don't know the latest company in the round. She says, why? Because I'm focused on building an amazing company I've been with in 26 years. And I just got partnered with a billionaire. And she said, what do you mean? I said, yes, I just got partnered with a billionaire. And Mr. Ed Mercer said, where has this company been in the last 35 years? Where have we been? Because he's never seen anything like this. He's never seen anything like this. The compensation plan is out of the world. This is the time for every single person in, I mean, everybody in GWT who has not read this information is doing themselves a disservice. Everybody in the world who is involved in direct sales needs to read that information. Everybody who intends to get involved in direct sales must read this information, because it's totally, you know, this is somebody who has a lot of experience, who understands the industry, who understands compensation plans, and when he endorses, not only endorses, but becomes, actually left another company, you know, quote unquote, that's supposed to be, you know, an amazing company, to join GWT. That's a huge statement that we're making. And this is going into our convention, our 10th international convention. What's going to happen, you know,
Okay.
after that convention is amazing.
Hello.
Yes. I can.
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay, fantastic. So, like I said, it's a huge, huge game changer for us. And this is the time for people to take advantage of, you know, his coming into the business.
All right. Once again, I want us to know that the tickets are sold out for the national convention. If you are an LC, if you've not gotten your visa, if you have applied for your visa, I'm believing that this week the visa will be out, and we'll be heading to Canada to celebrate the annual convention and our 10th year anniversary celebration. And for those that qualified for the ambassador cruise from Canada, on the 10th of April, we'll be heading to Miami in America to take off on the cruise, the 1 week cruise. And the business is getting better and better. So tonight, we want to wrap up this call by appreciating Ambassador Tony Osadele for a wonderful, wonderful training tonight. And I appreciate Ambassador Sherry Zhao for always being on these calls and watching our back, holding forth. And we appreciate you, Ambassador Abrazak, and every LC that has come on this training tonight. Why these trainings are important is because if we come to these trainings and just listen and take no action, the training will not be profitable. But once we leave this training, all that we have learned in the webinar, it's time to go do it. If it's Ambassador Abrazak, and it's time to spread globally. There is no limit to where we can prosper because of the tools we use for this business. And on this note, this is Ambassador Nneka saying thank you, happy Easter once more, and God bless. Bring this call to a close.
Thank you, and a happy Easter to you all. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Thank you. Good night, everyone.